One of the most troublesome topic in English grammar, the subject-verb agreement.
What is subject-verb agreement? Subject-verb agreement means the subject of the sentence and its verb must agree with one another in number. A singular subject requires a singular verb. A plural subject requires a plural verb. First rule: a singular subject requires a singular verb. A plural subject requires a plural verb. In contrast with pluralization of nouns, where we're adding s at the end of the noun. In plural form of the verb doesn't have s at the end. It is in its base form. Example, for singular subject with singular verb. Humphrey plays basketball. Humphrey, the subject, is singular, so we use the singular verb which is plays. Another example, for plural subject with plural verb. My friends play basketball. The noun is in plural form, which is our subject, and we use the verb play, which is also in plural form. But there are exceptions to this rule. The pronouns I and you follow a different rule. Example, I play football. You wash the dishes. The subject in the given sentences, I and you, are always paired with plural action verbs. That's why we use verbs play and wash. Second rule, compound subjects connected by and requires a plural form of the verb. When we say compound subjects, we are pertaining to two or more subjects, and because they are more than one, we're going to use plural form of the verb. Example, Christian and Humphrey are playing basketball. Our compound subject in the sentence is Christian and Humphrey, so we use the plural form of the verb are.
Third rule, consider the subject closer to the verb of two or more subjects joined by or nor. Example, either her sister or her best friend leads the prayer. When you the conjunction or nor used in a sentence, you are going the subject closest to the verb as a reference. Best friend is a singular, so we use it as a reference to make our verb singular. Leads is also singular.
Fourth rule, if there's a phrase that comes between the subject and the verb, consider the subject and not the noun or pronoun in the phrase. Example, Paula as well as her classmates walks to the school. Subject-verb agreement in sentences can be confusing, especially when there is a phrase between the subject and the verb. That is why you need to find first the subject as you analyze the sentence. Paula is our subject, so we use the singular form of the verb walks, or we disregard the phrase as well as her classmates because our main subject is Paula. For our fifth rule, we have each one, either, neither, everyone, everybody, anybody, anyone, nobody, somebody, someone, and no one. These are all singular, requires a singular verb. Example, nobody gets a perfect score. You should keep in mind that although they might seem many, but we should use the singular form of the verb when they are our subject. For our sixth rule, the indefinite pronouns several, few, both, many, others are always plural, and they require plural form of the verb. Example, several are seeking justice. Our subject in the sentence is several, which is plural, so we should also use plural form of the verb are. Our rule number 7 is the indefinite pronouns. Some, most, all, none are singular or plural according to the meaning of the sentence. It is confusing because sometimes they take singular verb, sometimes a plural verb. When we have the pronoun and match it with uncountable noun, we use singular form of verb. But when we have the pronoun and match it with countable noun, we use plural form of verb. Example, none of the jewelry is missing. We have our pronoun, which is none, and match it with jewelry. Therefore, we use singular form of the verb is. Another example, None of the rings are missing. In this sentence, we have the pronoun, which is none, and match it with countable noun rings. Therefore, we use plural form of verb are.
8th rule. Words such as mathematics, missiles, physics, news, and the like. Nouns that end with s but are not considered plural. These nouns require singular verbs. Example, mathematics is a difficult subject. Our subject is mathematics, which is singular. Therefore, we should use singular form of the verb is.
9th rule. Words such as scissors, tweezers, trousers, shears, and alike are always considered plural. Example, my shorts are made of pure cotton. Those things are always come in pair, so you should always use plural form of the verb when they are used as a subject. In the sentence shorts, as our subject, match it with plural form of the verb are. 10th rule. The word here and there are not subjects. When the sentence starts with these words, the subject is placed after the verb. Example, there is a uniform. There in that sentence simply tells something about the location of the subject of our sentence, which is uniform. What if we're going to pluralize the uniform? We're going to change it to uniforms. What are we going to use as a verb? Very good. We're going to use are. So the sentence will be, there are your uniforms. For our 11th rule, we have team, committee, class, family, and the like are collective nouns. In considering collective nouns as either singular or plural, you have to analyze how the verbs are used. If the group acts as one or doing the same action, the subject is singular. But if the group acts individually or doing different things, the subject is plural. Sentence analysis is very important, especially if we are dealing with collective nouns as subjects. If they are in agreement in doing one thing similar, we are going to use the singular form of verb. But if they are not in agreement and the members of the group doing different things, we are going to use plural form of verb. Example, the troop of monkeys is running. Our subject is troop of monkeys, and the group is doing the same action. The subject is singular. Therefore, the verb we use is in singular form is. Another example, the troop of monkeys are doing different fun activities. In our second example, since the group is doing different things, the subject is plural. Therefore, we will use plural form of verb.